Hi kids, today we're going to make ricotta. It's not actual ricotta. The word ricotta means recooked. So how it's usually done is you make cheese, and then when leftover away, you turn that into ricotta. But we're going to come up with, we have a very easy way to make something that tastes just as good as ricotta, and it's super easy and super fast. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a quart of whole milk. You're going to need a cup of half and half. This is actually a pint, so we'll use half of that. You need a glass bowl if you're using a microwave, and I highly suggest you use a microwave. You'll need a colander. I use this one. This is made out of metal, and cheesecloth, or just a plain old dish towel. All right, here we go. First, you open up your milk, your whole milk. Oh, I forgot to mention, you're going to need a little bit of kosher salt as well. So, a quart of milk in the glass bowl. Just like that. A cup of half and half. Don't use cream. I've tried it. It doesn't work as well as half and half. Obviously, this is really our kitchen. It's not a fake kitchen. I haven't prepared anything in advance. So we'll save that because that can go back in the fridge for next time. A little bit of kosher salt. We keep this in the kitchen, but regular salt will work as well. Just a couple of pinches is probably good enough. You can add salt and pepper after it's done. Okay, now we're going to take this bowl and we're going to microwave it on high for about 14 minutes. When it comes out of the microwave, remember it's going to be really hot, so you're going to need some pads or a towel or something. And because it's glass, you want to be very careful not to drop it or to spill it on yourself. So I'm going to put this in the microwave and I'll be right back. Okay, I put the milk and the half and half in the microwave. It's being zapped, remember, 14 minutes on high. I forgot to tell you, we're going to need some kind of acid which we'll use to make the hot milk and half curdle. You can either use regular old white distilled vinegar or lemon juice. I prefer lemon juice, so we're going to squeeze a couple of lemons while this is warming up. So I'll get out a measuring cup. Anything will do. If you don't have one of these, I'd recommend you get it. This is a very handy device for juicing lemons. You just put it in upside down like that, and then use your hands to squeeze the juice out. So I'm going to use about two and a half lemons. We'll be right back. Okay, the milk and the half and half have now been in the microwave on high for 14 minutes. They're going to be really hot, so use a couple of pads. The reason we used a glass bowl is you don't want something that hot in plastic. The plastic will start to melt. You can leach stuff out of the plastic. So a glass bowl is ideal. Obviously not a metal bowl in the microwave. So I'm going to go get the milk, and I'm going to set it down next to the sink. What we're going to find is a skin of the milk in the half and half. So we'll want to remove that, and it'll probably drip a little bit, and we're going to throw that in the trash. Then we're going to mix in the acid, which in this case is lemon juice. Okay, so follow me. Okay. You want to be very, very careful. I know I've said that several times. And just set it down. If we happen to have marble countertops, if you don't have a marble countertop, use a trivet, because this will obviously be pretty hot. Okay, so there's that, I don't know if you can see, there's that skin I was telling you about. So I just have a wooden spoon and just carefully pull it away from the sides. It won't hurt anything. If you don't get this out, it's no problem. We'll filter it out either way. But I like to try to get it out of there. Didn't do a very good job there. Okay. Another go at it. Alright, that's great. Oh. Alright. Okay, now, the next step is to get your lemon juice, which is what I prefer, or white wine vinegar. That'll work as well. I just have this in case we don't have enough the lemon juice to do the job. So I'm going to pour this in now. Doesn't really matter how you do it. Hopefully I didn't get too many seeds in there, but again, just have to be careful with it. And you can see, so we got plenty of lemon juice now. You can see, hopefully you can see it start to separate and curdle. So you don't need to do much stirring, just enough to make sure the lemon juice is mixed around. Kind of magical. And now we're going to let that sit for about a minute or a minute and a half. Okay? Okay, now this has been sitting for about a minute or so. What you want to do is, now we're going to have to strain the curds out of the whey. So the whey is the clear part, or clearish part. The curds are really what are going to come together and make the ricotta. So I just use a dish towel. You're going to want to get this wet. And I just use warm water. Squeeze it out. And then you just simply put it in the colander, push it down. And now under this colander I have a plastic bowl to catch the whey. Okay? So, like that. You could also just put this thing straight in your sink and let the whey go down the drain. Okay, we're going to pick this up now. It's cooled off quite a bit, so it's just warm to the touch, but not difficult to pick up. And just give it a go. Now, how long? Ooh, I saw a seed in there. I'm going to have to be careful. So that's one of the downsides of using lemon juice instead of white wine vinegar. If you're anxious about that, or you want to make sure it's really going to work, use white wine vinegar, and it'll work perfectly. Okay, so we're going to let this drain now. How long you let it drain will determine how thick the ricotta is. We like our ricotta a little bit on the wet side. It does tend to, dry out over time. So I'm going to let this sit for maybe 10 minutes or so, and that'll be plenty. Okay? Okay, so the ricotta's been draining for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe a little long, but it's going to be okay. Come take a look. You'll see how how it's doing. It's nice. Oh, it looks great. Okay, so I just use a rubber spatula. Anything will work here. Just try to separate this a little bit from the dish towel. It's probably not totally necessary, but that's what I like to do. Get it in kind of one spot, like that. And then we're just going to simply pick this up, kind of create a fold. This is just a little bit faster this way. I have my bowl ready. I picked a bowl that's going to look nice against the ricotta. Nice green bowl. Anything will work, obviously. And then we're just going to goose it in there. Dump it in. Oh, there's our seed. That's perfect. Okay. We scored. So the reason it was there is obviously it was down at the bottom, so right on the edge of the surface of the dish towel. And that is ricotta. It's going to be a little bit sweet. Apologize for the fingers. Very good. So again, the way you want to serve this is to get some good olive oil, the best you can get. Don't worry about anything will work. Drizzle a little of that on there. Maybe some coarse salt so it crunches when it has the sweet and then the salty stuff. And if you like some fresh ground black pepper, and that'll be fantastic on crackers. You can use it to cook with in a pasta if you're making ravioli. You can even use this in scrambled eggs a couple days later instead of milk. It'll just taste fantastic. Okay, that's ricotta. Doesn't take very long, less than 20 minutes. Enjoy.
No,